Who here would like to be a little bit healthier? I think most people would like to be healthier in some way. When do you think we were at our healthiest as a species? Now? 10 years ago? 100 years ago? How about 10,000 to 50,000 years ago? You may think that cavemen didn't live very long, but cavemen were healthier than us for 3 reasons. First, cavemen would have lived longer than us if not for our advanced medical technology. Second, the caveman brain was 25% bigger than ours. And third, cavemen had a single-digit body fat percentage and more muscle. What happened? How did we go from a larger-brained, more physically fit species to our current mind-narrowing but horizontally burgeoning state? In the Primal Blueprint, Mark Sassone uses information from leading scientists to explain that the advent of agriculture, specifically grains, has thrown an evolutionary monkey wrench into our metabolic processes. There are other causes for our health issues as a society, but today we're going to focus on the food we eat, how we process it, and how you can become healthier with some simple changes. First, I'll review the science behind why eating carbohydrates requires insulin, and why insulin promotes fat storage. And second, I'll show the Primal Eating pyramid, and why you may want to eliminate sugar, starches, and grains from your diet, but instead can enjoy the bounty of high-quality fruits, vegetables, and fats. Our first topic is the science of insulin and fat storage. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that is released in your bloodstream when you have excess glucose in your blood. Insulin acts as a key that opens the cell door so glucose can live inside it. This happens when you eat carbohydrates that are quickly converted into glucose, like sugars, starches, grains, fruits, and vegetables. Insulin also promotes fat storage. After a certain threshold, insulin triggers your body to store fat and excess glucose in fat cells. Remember, if you're eating significant quantities of carbohydrates, you're a fat storing machine. Excessive body fat storage often leads to heart disease, diabetes, and some cancers. However, if you limit the amount of carbohydrates you eat, you can reduce your exposure to these diseases and transform yourself into a fat burning machine. How much carbohydrate should you eat? Most people fall into the upper ranges of this graph. You want to hit the sweet spot, which is between 50 to 150 grams of carbohydrates per day. As a reference, 150 grams of carbohydrates is just a banana, a potato, a Coke, and a bowl of oatmeal. Eating just 150 grams of carbohydrates per day is really hard if you eat sugar, starches, and grains. Next, we'll review why you don't need them. Our second topic is primal eating, which is similar to the paleo diet. This is the primal eating pyramid. I want you to focus most on what's not in the pyramid: sugars, starches, and grains. The focus of primal eating is not just eliminating carbohydrates like the Atkins diet. The focus is returning to eating what we've evolved to eat as a species over hundreds of thousands of years. Our bodies have not adapted to modern agriculture producing grains, or the sugars added to the many foods that we eat. Vegetables and fruit both have carbohydrates, but both are much more nutrient dense and are much harder to overeat compared to sugar, starches, and grains. What else do you eat if you're eating primally? Fat. Remember, fat does not make you fat. I mean that fat, the macronutrient, does not cause you to become fat, the body type, if you eliminate sugar, starches, and grains. Fat has a satiating effect that these carbohydrates just can't replicate, and eating fat doesn't trigger your pancreas to release insulin. Spending money on high-quality food may be outside your normal budget, but I know you'd adjust that budget for life-saving treatments or drugs. Consider that spending money on high-quality food will save your life 5, 10, or 20 years from now from being miserable and unhealthy as you can't perform the phenomenally, fantastically fun activities that make life feel full. This is a difficult change to make, as any worthwhile change typically is. I recommend trying it out for just 7 days, or even 1. I felt better immediately, and both my wife and I noticed a big difference in our ability to focus and maintain stable energy levels after just a week. If you want an easier way to get started, here's a simple tip to place one toe in the pool. Try the following like I did 2 years ago. When cooking dinner, or ask whoever cooks you dinner to cut the amount of starch you currently eat in half. Substitute that with double the amount of vegetables you currently eat, like not just this 1 bell pepper, but these 2 bell peppers. Over time, you can eliminate the whole potato, and you won't miss it very much. To recap, first we reviewed the science behind why reducing the amount of carbohydrates you eat will lead to less body fat storage. And second, we reviewed the benefits of incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and fats into your diet, instead of sugar, starches, and grains. If you want more information, please take a packet in the back table of the room and ask me questions at any time. I'm passionate about helping people improve their health and will be glad to help in any way that I can. Finally, remember what you'd like to be in life, because you are what you eat. Would you like to be a bland beige bread? Or a tasty, colorful, energetic cherry, carrot, or cow? Okay, maybe you don't want to be a cow, but a steak will make you strong, and I'm getting hungry thinking about it. Mr. Coach.